Let's find out what this Yuga's all about. Okay, so there was only one beginning. From it, various wills took root, giving birth to just as many lives. Amid the recurring beginning and end, possibilities turned into fate, life turned tangible, wholly flooding the universe. And now, Ima? So, somewhere, his novel, humanity's gone extinct and it won't be long before the universe reaches its end as well. Once again, fate could not be overturned. And here's Page Richard. But you knew that it happened from the start, though? I assume that's the reason why I'm here. You assume correctly. But by embracing this fate, this is the answer you picked from an infinitude of possibilities, right? In that case, I'll just carry on my assigned role. Besides, something kind of thrilling in setting yourself up as foundation for the upcoming new universe. Richard, do you regret any of this? I don't. Same as you. Very well. Let's begin then. Lepton vectors, synchro, overdrive. While linking the Odyssey catalyzed accelerated particle engines together, you've managed to use the magnified willpower to create a singular phenomenon to Yog-Sothoth's gate. You're something, alright. You understand that if this fails, you'll vanish into nothingness forever, yes? And even if the warp succeeds, there's no guarantee you'll retain your current memories. Nah, I just need to follow the voice, I'm sure I'll arrive at the future. So to speak. Yes, I am. How much of the truth do you want me to tell the girl when she's up and about? No reason to tell her anything. The possibilities we've conquered fate will guide her, I'm certain. Alright then. See you around, Professor Novel. Here's hoping we meet again in the past future. The future of the past. Richard, Jin, Ail, and all the countless possibilities that fell without ever reaching this stage. I will now give of myself to your spirits, so that all life that dwells in this universe may earn a beginning. And so this scene plays out if you get every secret character, otherwise it would go straight to the title card at this point. So we're lucky, fancy guys, girls, and pals. So looks like everyone's here. The Grand Master of the Black Lodge, the King of Hojo, Lubu and Diao-chan, the Black Knight, Commander Dilboro, plus the Festum Boy, Brera and even Will. A lot of people here once fought each other as enemies. That's not the end of it, though. There's also guys like Mamoru and I who just barely managed to escape certain death. In other words, the men and women gathered here are... Yep, they're all people who, by rights, shouldn't be here. Shouldn't be here, huh? And yet, we still are. As the samsaras churned around us, we each confronted our fates. We prevailed. Only those who embrace the voice of their souls are capable of seizing proof of their lives lived. That's right, what you all sought was our very beings. Could very well be said that I've existed for this very moment. Then, we stand at the conclusion of the samsara. For all possibilities to come together as one, emerging free from the rule of samsara. That's always been the ultimate desire of every single life of this universe. Ultimate desire? How many times has this cycle been repeated? How long has passed before we reach this point? And now we're carrying the thoughts and prayers of everyone and everything. And the rest is clear. Won't disappoint them even if I've got to turn this body to ash. I'll stake my pride and very self on this. For the sake of our friends, and of the entire universe. And so we may weave a beginning for all. To arms! We shall now give birth to a new legend. So that's just all the secret jokers that you can save hanging out. This is Mission 52. Final stage. The beginning of life. Inochi no Hajimari. You've arrived, Ultimate Cross. I appreciate you answering my call. You're Novel Dylan, developer of accelerated particle engines, the one who unlocked the Machine Island's taboo research. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and been a very long time, hasn't it? Ensign Agnes Berge. Professor Novel, you, and so done with you. You're the spider then, huh? Spider? The one who can be seen yet is not, who can be heard yet is not. It is you who sits at the centre of the spiderweb, weaving the threads of the samsara. What are you after? If you wish to know, you'll have to win this melee. Maybe. Explain yourself. What reason is there for us to fight? We all heard your voice the moment we went across space and time. Meaning that you were the one who called us to this world, right? Again, if you wish to know, fight me. Professor Novel! No other choice then, is there? Correct. The final ceremony leading to the beginning. Whether or not a new Yuga will come, it will be all up to you. A new Yuga? What's the point of us fighting now? But we have to. If we don't, then we'll all just cease to be. Oh, ain't got time to wait around. They're already moving in. You have far too much depending on us. Mankind's finally opened its path into the future. Can't have it lost to us now. Well, let's go for it then. So we can do. Come then. Show me the fruits of the possibilities you assembled. And so Arnie's like, let's go seize our future. Yeah, we can ill afford to hesitate now, my friends. There's only one thing to be done, and that is to defeat her. And that's what all of them say generally. Like, oh yeah, we've gone through all this shit. Let's go. Last hurdle. So here's this lady's robot, the Avatar. Big Bra limit counter guard, all tech hit anyway, command level 4, fellow 8, so tech level 3, 30% energy regen, sword cut, all canceller. She's 4 in Zeta Gundam. C2 in Code Geass, Tessa in Full Metal Panic. She's in a lot of shit. And she's Master Therion level good. And her robot's fucking ripped. And the big trick is she's got this rude map attack. Yeah, got the Yuga, the new cycles. They wanted to get us out of that last one and start a new one. The only one you gotta like do that shit for though is the reset button on the last one.
前から来ます。
オッケー、こっちも正面から行くわよ。
Beautiful. This man's got the good boy aura, so he's covered. Energy peak.
さてと仕事だ。掴んだぞ。一瞬の感激を。ほっ。
Oh, he's fucking strong, turns out. Mother, your hands might have created me, but it's with my own life that I stand here today. I've taken up the Mage's will, so I'll fight. Good, very good. Now I'll ascertain how bright the lights of your lives shine, the lives that were refined through Jin and Isle's own. What you'll do is come clean with us, Professor Novel. You swayed mine and Jin's fate, the fate of so many people. And you'll tell us why.
全ての可能性を今ここに。貫きなさい。
くぐり抜けてきた場数が違うんだ。
Yes, a good fucking movie.
身の程を知りなさい。
たとえあなたが正しくとも、僕たちは。そこか。
冗談でしょ。この程度でジンやアユルを倒せたはずがないわ。私たちを止めることなどできませんよ。当てる。冗談でしょ。
How's everybody doing? Real cannon. Oh, it's the double missile backpack. His voice is sword cutting missiles. Beautiful. Let's go. I don't know yet. Might do a portable. With the translation. If I can find PS4, might do T, play through 2 of T and then the expansion.
Cover your
punch.
ったぜアリュ
一気に決めてやれ。
アリサイのウィングストーン
He's absolutely fucking there. I see Manuba. Yeah, we can do that. Should get this shit back.
平和を乱すこれが俺が勇気の力だ
Reselling the G armor. Look at this big fucking hole in space. I don't like that at all. Who's gotta go around? Means these guys are gonna come back around here. Got some stage music on. Close. Not once did I expect an outcome such as this to await me beyond my despair. Let us dance as a couple, Etheldrada, now and forevermore. Yes, master, I am with you.
では始めるとしよう
Those boys are strong.
ちゃん少し揺れるぞ 平気だ見えてるからな
ウィングル、私に力を貸して。皆さんお願いします。任せてからユキ。
Everyone, if you would. Then it's Hurricane, Flash and Misty.
怯えるな、かかれ。ほら
Ooh, Oh, the warrior. Suffering of the Three Kingdoms.
こうなりゃ出たとこ勝負で行くぜ。撃ち落としてやる。
接近を許すとは危機感が足りんな。切る。早いとこ消えてもらおうか。
These boys with their fancy little gilding. That's a weird gun.
まだ若いやつには負けてらんないしさ。人類の絶滅は阻止する。そのためにも。これで。
戦う覚悟はできてるさ。狙い撃ちだ。
In the shot.
敵に遅れは取らん。私のオーラ力見せてやろう。
冗談でしょ。この程度でジンやアユルを倒せたはずがないわ。いい目をしてあなたに可能性はあるかしら。光となって具現化す。それが意志の力。我が意志は敵を貫く。
There's a little trident, a gun thing, little deep. All right, fancy.
何のつもりか。
very fancy. Canceller, so pretty sure she's not gonna get stunned. Alright then, I guess that man also can't fly when he's in little man mode, but he could when he was on the Vajra planet. Is that because he had the different pack on him? Or something? Is there a point to dude mode now? I mean, there's always a point to dude mode. I think his finisher, so 60, 50, 1 to 3. It's a 6-1 for, yeah, so his moves are all slightly stronger, and he's got this close range option before 120 will, compared to plain mode where everything, like his best things here. 550. It's just the same, isn't it? So his finisher's stronger when he's in dude mode. And when he's in dude mode, he also gets a shield and shoot down. So when he's in dude mode, he gets shoot down and shield. And that ain't bad. Yours is a kind soul. It was that kindness that fostered love and provided succor to voices capable of sending ripples across the galaxy. However, now you must fight. Show me the contrails of the possibilities upon which you soar. Alright, you asked for it. Okay, and I follow the dance I learned from them. My real dance. Ore no Otto. Shin no dance. Dances. Someone told me I go, oh yeah, I do that, but I can't remember right now. Booyah! Booyah!
この程度の痛みで引き下がってはアユルに顔向けができない。運命に立ち向かうことがどういうことか教えてあげましょう。めくるめく輪廻の中で研ぎ澄まされてきたこの力。
She's making the big funnel.
見せてあげよう。
Oh no.
この宇宙に生きるすべての命のために。
She's turned into the Schwarzwald. Oh no. She's a gun cannon. She's a gun cannon. It's not the Schwarzwald. What's the bad gun cannon dispensed in OG? The one that they give you like 2 of, ride pilots for a long time and like it's actually trashed. But when you're new, you love it because you can attack from far away.
こで引くわけには。
Begins with S. Sure, it begins with S. Schutzwald? It might be the Schutzwald. Yeah, like Radha and Rai get one. And then Radha shows up in her fucking white Canon Gespenst in second OGs, and she's like, actually I'm good now. I'm the best pilot in the game. Yeah, the Schutzwald. The Schutzwald, just fucking trash. It's absolute fucking garbage. Oh, they made the Gespenst and they went, what if we put two cannons on it and made it worse? And the answer is the Schutzwald. Plasma sword auto cannons and the twin beam cannon. It's just there to gather data so they can make like the R1, the R series. Okay, so this is a map attack. So this is going to be the big shoulder cannon again, right? Yeah. It's a good looking mech though. I don't mind it. It's not as fucked as a bunch of final boss mechs can be. Shining Trapezahedron. At last, the theatre Nyala Totem put together has been undone. Is she aware of that? If she is aware of that, then I take it that woman has also transcended the samsara. That ain't all that surprising when you look at what she's pulled with us. Come here, Noel Dillon. You're gonna come clear about everything you know. Let me give it the shining trapezahedron. I mean, the final boss of T is fucking rad, and it's gotta be a secret unit when that gets added to OGs. In whatever form the OG series is in at that point, it needs to be added as a secret unit because it's fucking good. Capitalism Gaugaga. And then she can just get us with the spear, she's like, you know, whatever. We cross. Inferno Dorasta. The mighty devil who slays both gods and demons. I've long awaited for power such as this to emerge. Now, show me its full extent. That is, if you wish to have answers. We don't really care about whatever's going on inside your head, but since you went there, you'll get your wish. We'll give you a courtside seats. To hell! Yeah, good music and the brilliant plan to space doing each shit at night. Time to take 4 shits and die. It's the final boss at A.
Inferno! Blatta!
Shining Trapezahedron.
始めるぞ、エセルドレー
Let's begin.
マスター、
Ethandrina.
我らの敵を完全に滅せよ。
究極呪法兵装。
シャイニングトラペゾヘドン。根性の別れとなろう。
Then we lock her in the cupboard. wings have led me here, then I know there's more to this battle than what we see. Plus, my own aura powers telling me there's something up ahead. That's correct. You've been led, and that guidance accelerated your fate. In which case, you must pass through me and go seize your answers. Does this game do true secret endings? I do not believe so.
どんな理由があったとしても今は戦うだけだ。俺と迫水王が力を合わせればやれるはずです。君がそういうのならばそうなのであろう。今です迫水王。
Judo throws this lady into the fucking dirt. You guys prepare yourself. Alright, now I need to gather all the bozos on the same side. The boys. So where's this boy? These boys are up here. I see yet another who knows of the heavens, who seeks what lies beyond. Oh, heroes who have transcended space and time to stand upon this land, muster your mighty will, that which compels the very heavens, and repel my own. She's the one who beckoned us to this world, then 'tis also fate that we face her here and now. In which case, our blade shall render the spiderweb you wove around the world, Nora Dillon. Gonna destroy the little Webington. If you put it south here, do this, and then Ruby. Go one up and they can do the... Oh, never mind, they can't even do the regular Conqueror Boy version. Let alone the Limit version.
最後の試練のつもり？今の我々に越えられぬ波はない。我々はこれより連合艦隊との共同作戦に入る。フォーメーションビッグウェンズデー。
Formation Big Wednesday. Oh, they got some accuracy on them now. We just have to beat you and we'll figure out what's what. Talk about a true to form hidden mastermind. Still, we don't really appreciate being manipulated. You ain't getting off with just a stern talking to, lady. We're not the people we once were. There isn't anyone who could stop us now. Hell yeah! We don't let go of the wheel once we've grabbed it. We don't step on the brakes either. That's how Team D rolls. Yatte-yabajan! And then she just gives a little chuckle. I hear your inner yell, and as those come together, they'll grow into a roar that will pry open the new Yuga.
私たちの意志も大事にしてほしいわね。いい目をして。あなたに可能性はあるかしら。めくるめく輪廻の中で研ぎ澄まされてきたこの力。見せてあげよう。
Yeah, once you weave the seeds of life into the future, showcase your
こ
light.
の宇宙に。
And then they get fucking blasted and take big boy damage. But, I don't mind. Because they're fucking strong, they got guard, they got prevail level 9, they got all the good boy moves. Versus Ninja. That will to risk your very self in the defense of others is how you carved out your destiny. And it's that power that will be key to unlocking the new Yuga. Unlocking that Yuga is what you're after? Well, you're gonna have to spill the beans on that and everything else, novel. Hey, Yuga! I'm playing card games over here. Order, Lord. Your heart pried open the aura road and fate itself. Now manifest all the possibilities born of that aura power, the strength of humans' will to live. If the call of our auras is what's caused us to be here against you, then I wouldn't think twice about tearing down your plans, Novel Dylan. Novel Dylan? You getting mopped?
ノーブルヴィランを支えているオーラの色。これはそう。
Up. I remember his cheeky little face. Then, there's no need to hesitate. Just come and face me. What matters isn't what you should do, but what you want to do, yes? You like to talk, but not about actually important stuff, huh? This is why grown-ups get on my nerves. But, fine, I'll beat the whole truth out of you. So versus secret characters, she says, oh beings who should not be here, show me what possibilities you possess. Shit like that, because she's a little metagamer. Seems we can just shoot her from this far away with these guys, might as well, right? Just go blam. Down here. Destruction is rebirth, rebirth is destruction. Squeeze Hakai, squeeze no, Saisei. Hakai, Saisei, Hakai. An innovator who's well aware of that fact should be capable of carving out a new fate for mankind. It's for that purpose that you and your comrades have carried on your work, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We've taken upon ourselves to stand against anyone who'll throw the world off balance, no matter who that is. Because I'm coming for you. For our future. You tell them it's SRW. Well, it's fine. He's dead. Rip Setsuna, 15% chance got him. And that's why he's not on the bop table anymore.
レプトンベクトラー。
Feiyen HD. Welcome, Feiyen HD. You are, excuse me, the two of you are also possibilities which conquered fate. Your wills and the songs you wove together. They too are the keys to unlock the new Yuga. You look like other people when you see pawns, huh? You must be a very lonely woman. You hurt so many people. Did you figure that was the only way? If you ask me, what you need right now is to look your weakness and your loneliness dead in the eye and reconsider your choices. Let me shoot it with the hot beam. Oh yeah, real rude. So, you get him. Professor Novel! I'd expect no less from the possibilities I'd envisioned for so long. I'm sure that you're now capable of reaching the underlying truth of this universe. I had a feeling this was the case. You planned on being brought down by us from the get-go, didn't you? What's going on? Weren't you the one who established that underlying truth to begin with? Not at all. I've just been a part of that many, many times now. You've been. The universal samsara isn't endless. It won't be long before the yuga reaches its end. That's why I... Wait, just a minute. Didn't some of us come from future versions of this world? What happens to us if the universe is going to end here? Yeah, something's not right with your story. If there's no future at all after this, then we shouldn't even exist, right? You have it the wrong way. There isn't a single person here who came from the future. Come again? Nanyato? There's no undoing the past. A fate that has already come to pass can never be overturned. To put it simply, each of you has come from a past universe, one whose yuga has come to an end. Then... That means we are recurring entities. We, like Kuro and Master Therion, have existed through multiple samsaras. Indeed, for tens of thousands, perhaps millions of times. And while you never realised it as you went through the repeating samsara, your wills were slowly but surely magnified. From the possibilities presented, you gave shape to fate. All these coincidences you felt were not coincidences at all. Rather, they were all reflexes of the fate you won for yourself. What the... What the... Huh? Then the events Judah indicated those were possibilities that could bring about a future, but facts that had already occurred previously. Lingering memories of our souls accumulated through the cycles. I suppose it's a case of pre-established harmony. Our desired outcomes were a fruit of fate that had been selected many times over. Then the voices we heard from the seal. Yep, and he goes, yes, those were the voices of our own amassed fates. All the different possibilities from what we got this time. Maybe one fate said we'd all die, another that we'd be beaten. And over all those cycles, he chose different possibilities out of the ones available, again and again. I'm glad that's not really back to the bar. As new divergences appeared, we chose anew, progressing, shaping the fate we desired. Like we were sharpening a piece of iron into a sword. And in time, that sword... Correct, that's what I've been searching for. A blade that may slay the gods themselves. A blade that slays the gods. Having conquered fate amid the samsara, you stepped through the gate of Yog-Sothoth. You were brought into the future universe. Future universe? It was the future back then, now it's our present? Then what had been guiding us all along? It wasn't me, no. The voice you heard was the manifestation of all those lost possibilities. Manifestation of all those lost possibilities? It's the lives of all that existed in this universe. Countless wills, countless possibilities. The souls of all the men and women you'd succeeded over the recurring samsara. They were the ones who led you to this point. Then, the light of the Odyssey, the light of the aura power, the wings, the fold quartz and the great power of ninja legend, and even Mirish's dragon's Chalcedony. No wonder they all shared so many similar traits. It's because all of them are manifestations of life. They're the energy of the soul given form. Professor Novel! Well, I suppose this is it for me. Hey, hold on, we've still got more to ask you. Never forget, the emotions, the prayers, the wishes of life, everything that's within you. And she fucking blows up. Professor Novel! What? No, Sonna? Poison. He's like, this is... Nova Dylan said she'd be looking for a blade that may slay the gods themselves. If that's the case, then what lies beyond this must be... There was only one beginning. From it, various wills took root, giving birth to just as many lives. And, at long last, the time has come to cull those possibilities. Now, come, return to the end. Who's this? She's beautiful. Like a proper goddess. I know who that is. It is the embodiment of the end of the Yuga. In other words, Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga? A Mahayuga is a time unit for the entire life cycle of a given universe, comprised of 4 yugas. Damn, remember what I said at the start? And it's prophesied that at the end of that cycle, a being will appear, one that's both a devil and a god. That's Kali Yuga. Devil and a god, you say? I'm scared, there's no aura inside her. No, not exactly. It's not there's no aura, it's that she's the world around us. We're trapped inside her? What the... This space itself is a place where the end and beginning intertwine, a place of life and of death. Behold, for that light is nigh. The Alatotep once spoke of the final chapter of the G records, Apocalypse. This is the terminus of the world as inscribed within. A space, or rather, a void, which emulates our world. Not much time remains. Let this Yuga come to a close. And then, what the... For as much awe as I feel, just such crushing dread grips me. If she's a goddess, do you think those are her angels? This universe has given birth to far too many possibilities. The voyage of life must come to an end, and all return to the eternal nothingness, to a time before time. Oh, geez, she's really... She wants to reset the entire universe to the void before life ever began. Enough with all this fancy talk. Lieutenant Kaido, the gist of it is that this chick's trying to wipe us out, right? Yep, means there's only one answer to that. If God gets in our way, he'll get cut down. If the devil does the same, then he'll be shot. Yeah, they're right. Everything we fought for will go up in smoke if you bid it here. We cannot allow this to be the end. We owe it to the many lives who turned to light and gave us their strength. We'll choose our fate and face it head on. All those souls given form have led us here. And I'm sure standing up to her is what Professor Novel had in mind. All our struggles would sharpen us into a blade capable of striking down the void itself. Hi. Let's take it to her, people. Whatever foe lies ahead, we, humans, will never be beaten. So, it turns out everybody came from the past. Rip. Rip-a-doodle. So, let's get the... scanner baby going. So, she's 3 large, and is just a very large woman. Guard, counter, break will limit, 2 actions, prevail level 9, support attack level 3, all attack level 3, command level 4, energy regen level 3, and an all canceller. That's a fucking map attack, alright, yep. So basically, the Novel Dylan set us up some shit so we could finally beat the personification of the universal reset. Oh jeez. Status effects galore, huh? And so, Power Rangers here. We've got, so these are Ravana, which sounds good for the sounds, which come in white, black, red, blue, yellow, green, and purple, and every one of them's got a different debuff. So SP down, EN down, attack down, movement down, mobility down, range down, and EN absorb. And there's a trick. You can't just blow up these guys and be done with their debuffs, because as soon as there's less than 7, they'll respawn. So we just need to take down the ones that actually matter to us, that are a big bother, and then go straight for the big lady. And she's voiced by Naoko Matsui, so it's, yeah, and it's from the Disco Ruin Double Zeta. Yeah, so Kali Yuga's got all of the big stats. She's rude. Got 400k HP, 2,500 armor, which goes up to 4,800 with Prevail. She's 3L size. Apparently she's 1999 meters tall. And so if you don't ignore the size difference, you got problems, which is luckily this boy's here. Yep, and she's like super strong. All her attacks are big boys at long range. Her map weapon just goes bonk. And then she's got debuffs. Her weakest is accuracy, mobility down. Her map weapon is morale and attack down. Second strongest halves your stats. The second strongest is range and movement down. But she's got S ranks and all terrains, and her map weapon and biggest attack have ignore size and barrier pierce. So, you know, she ignores the accuracy penalty. Yeah, level 69. That's nice. And so we need to keep Confuse up and keep her below 130 morale at all times, because if that map gets us, we're sad. So, let's look at these debuffs. We want to get rid of the red ones because they're attack down, and we want to get rid of probably EN down, because everyone's really thirsty boys in this game. But we've got more energy refillers than we do SP refillers, so let's do... So we want to get the white ones and the red ones. So, this one, and this one. This one and this one, and then the red ones. There's that guy. And that guy, right? This is red, it's not colorblind, so... So we gotta get rid of these boys, these boys, these boys, and these boys. Which is rough. That brings us to below. I mean, I guess if we just focus fire them, right? So this boy's got the Confuse, which is why I bought him. Black is energy down as well, yeah, so we want to get both of these, and then just one member of this one and this one.
いささか気に入らんが切れ味がいいのでな。
These boys are gonna make it eventually. So this one's the blue one, right? And this one's the purple one? Or is it the other way around? Purple, blue, right? Yeah, I got it right. Nice. I mean, now we need to get attacks Leona through these guys, and the Runa's just like, ah yes, Akira map attack gets rid of all of them. Fuck that. Akira's dead to me. I'm not gonna go big on this lady just yet, because all my hazers are sad. So we'll just go in on these boys. Clear the way. Here. Feathers. It's certainly moving it. Really? It's the last time I attack it without Valor. just hope that none of our big boys get hit by any red boys. Oh yeah, that's very mature, isn't it?
もはやこの宇宙は可能性を生みすぎます。必要の輝きは我が翼の輝き。
It's just the feathers again. Who's the snake lady? Kali Yuga,
宇宙の首都スミス。
the demon.
これは避けられない
She's here to end all things at the end of the Yuga. She's 1,999 meters tall. You ever wanted to see a giant woman? Here she is.
ドクリスの鏡
Doggies no Kagami. Just get over there. She'll defend, and you won't get affected by status effects, my guy. What did I just fucking say?
GN フィールド展開。大事にシステムにして。
Killing Raggio with the rainbows. Yeah, I'll fucking blast everyone into oblivion. Fuck the red guy.
「ある何もせず」
Leave me alone, I'm just a boat. A man boat, but a boat all the same. And then Bera can't cast Confuse. And then you cast Confuse from Izuna. I believe it's time to get fucking spicy. 違う相当にと伝えるじゃん。Exactly.
そういうのも全否定する神様なんてアブソリュートノバビーストいいわね。
Nobody's got any lines against her yet, which definitely means she's gonna get a heal, right?
みんな了解。
合心強制解除頼んだぜ青い。
Just get that. Oh, yeah. Why do you not return? The deviation from the Samsara's rule prevent the start of a new yuga. Zappo. Ugh. Indeed, she's well deserving of the title of goddess. Maybe we ain't getting dropped by her. Do you still not see the truth? That unrelenting will of yours? Or the endlessly diverging possibilities you bring are twisting the quintessential truth of the universe? It looked like he did, like, 150k maybe? What'd you say? The cosmos is governed by the Mahayuga. Time and again the samsara repeats itself. Eventually a universe reaches its end, and that also marks a new beginning. However, your wills have caused far too many possibilities to be born. And it has come to the point that they are impeding the start of the next yuga. Then, you mean that our imaginations have turned to oppress the universe itself? Yes, and that is precisely why this universe must be brought to a close. As all is returned to the primordial nothingness, the next yuga shall begin. Then our lives are... No way. Ensign? It took me a while, but I finally understood what Professor Novel was trying to do. Our possibilities are oppressing the universe, yeah, which is why she tried to bring all those possibilities together as one. As what? Nothing comes from the void. Rather, it's the fact that everything exists, that all possibilities are here, that makes it the true beginning of life. Ain't that right, Jin? Yep, you got it. The beginning of life is right there with you. That voice. Open yourself and feel our souls. We're all within you. My sister, my life is one with you. How? There was only one beginning. Tsubaki. Joy and sorrow are both aspects of the same life, and if the repeating cycle of existence and death is the cycle of life, then death is also part of life. As they just laugh. All of life is here. It's all within you. Professor Novel. Figured it out, didn't you, sire? Major, you know what you folks have to do. You know what the answer of your lives is, right? Yeah. Cody, that light is the beginning of life and the ultimate destination of our possibilities. That's... We've all been through the same. We've come to comprehend existence and death, and at the end of our journey, we've learned what life is. Right, Jin? Right on. And as those two fold into one another, they join as one. All of creation possesses two sides to itself. It is when one knows all that the heavens shall be within reach. Listen, can you hear all their voices? Yeah, we hear them. So, there's a big thing if all the secret guys are dead, but they're all here, so they're all fine. The emotions born of life weave endless divergences, and when those ultimately join together, they bring forth a new fate, a new future. They are... Why? Nazu? Those lives are supposed to return to nothingness. How are they? Because they never return to nothingness. Every single one of us have always been right here. The souls of those who perished remain within and empower the living. If Camille was here, this lady would be Wave Rider crashed. The fucking hell, I'm back. Their light is the voice that led us to this very moment. It's a prayer coming from the rift between life and death to help us. A light that taught us what it means to exist. Indeed, there is no God in this world. What you see here is the light of the will, the light of life. Hear our call, all life who dwells in this universe, and gather. At the beginning. So everyone gets fucking juiced. Max morale, which is very rude for some of our boys, because that's just 40 morale that they previously didn't have. Me! So much power coursing through me. We're not beaten. We keep on flying. Ah, would you look at that? This power's always been everywhere, but it took us realizing that fact for it to start flowing. But mortals are creating a new yuga. They're creating a beginning out of the end. All our souls are joined as one, and together we'll learn, which is a new tale for all life. But yeah, and so Bruno says this is when a random like jam project song would happen, but UX doesn't have one. I mean, it is tempting, just give Blue the go again. So we're gonna scan the lady again. And Blue's gonna do it again. Yeah, she doesn't even have Wonder Rib. She's fucking huge. She's too large. Okay, where's the rude boys? Where's the stinky little jokers? Here we go. As humans rouse their wills, the heavens themselves are stirred. However, the destruction in your fate will not and cannot be swayed. It may be that the universe is fated to die, but the will of man, our heart shall prevail. Yeah, some of us are too early, some are too early. It's fucked up. Aye, they shall rise even above fate. Ye being who beckons all to the primordial nothingness, behold the blazing light of our souls. That which you hear is the roar of human life. It demands a future. The hearts of those who fell amid the road is travelled. Yeah, the road travelled. The souls of these men and women whom we once challenged. All now shine bright, ever united with justice. And it's flanked by that light that we set off to the beginning of a new world. One brimming with freedom. He's like, oh, shit, this fucking god, huh? Well, whatever, heaven lady. This is my soul. Brap. Captain Confucius at it again. Yeah, he's 93A. That's just that guy, isn't it? That's just Lubber. I do need to sort out her morale situation, though. Final shining trapezahedron. Can hear this if she wants. Oh, there we go. Despair and hope mixed together, and thus a finely tuned system was undone. However, it had nothing to stop the end of the Yuga. In which case, the solution is simple. You need to overthrow the end of the Yuga as well. Winfield. Indeed, what we've accomplished shows there's nothing our group cannot do. I can appreciate every last bit of entertainment for long-lasting tranquility, and I very much like the idea of us cutting these puppet strings ourselves. Yes, master. And then, go for it, boy! And just this once, I'll provide some rockin' background music for you. Feel my melody, and let my fleeting, heart-rending emotions empower you. Let my love empower you too, Robo. Forward, Kuro. You've united man, god, and machine, and our strength is now on par with the divine. Strike her down. Aye, aye. Universal cycles, whatever. I sure as hell ain't taking someone wrecking us like it's nothing. Now we, Kuro Daijuji and Al-Azif, will overcome karma itself and tear down the chains of fate. I'm playing guitar at you, dude! Go ham! Fucking Christ.
今の慣れとわらわなら
Cuts
殺
everything.
せよ最終出滅兵器シャイニングトラペッ
Yeah,
ト
who
ヘア
even is Fireball?
そばにいてくれ。お前と一緒に何だってできる。
もちろんだわらわが愛する者
Of
に
course.
祈りの空より伝えて
切なる叫びを胸に我らは明日への道を開く。汝無垢なる翼デモンベイン。
Demon Bane. Chopu.
やは
Yeah.
りあなた方の可能性は危険です
You guys are jerks.
無限の可能性を閉じる
Oh,
時
it's
が
just the feathers again. Whatever. I don't care about the feathers again. I don't want to see no feather move again. I'm tired of the feather move. The grand power born from the unification of various wills, ultimately is simply an agglomeration of possibilities serving as a beacon for destruction. But, on the flip side, those possibilities can help us create something new. Every one of us believes in the power my bro, Bora, and Romana will help found will help save our future. Let's get in there, folks. Can't let her deny everything we fought for. Right, no one has a right to bind our lives. Finally see the truth. The strength to bring forth a new future. That's the true power of the ninja legend. Set our willpower alight, Joe. Will lead us into the future, past the horizon. Alright, this is it. We're gonna drop you like a bad habit and pry open the doors to our future. Say your prayers, Kali Yuga. And then they give her the double ninja.
本当にダメかどうかやってみなきゃわかんねえだろイルボラ
Me.
遅れんなよ
エロ影を見くびってもらっては困る。
Yeah, imagine the Romstall appearing on this lady's head going, "Hey lady, have you considered..." Nope. She doesn't have a bachelor, so she's not cool.
運命を
She's got two
変え
cups
てきた
now.
力ユガの終わりが近づいているのです
And some fancy snakes.
あなたの意志の本領
This place over here, I think the second last on this page. By connecting the individual dots of your wishes, humans erected the lines to their possibilities. However, shikashi, the form drawn by these lines is simply that of the gateway to oblivion. Then she says, what a load of crock. You think you're gonna get a shaking in our boots from that? You got another thing coming. That might be the opinion of Kali Yuga herself, but it's not in your nature to just leave it at that, is it, Hayase? Of course not. There's no way the 4 mile line drew is anything like that. Plus, even if that gateway to oblivion is legit, all we have to do is exercise all that badness away. If we do, it'll be just one big gateway to hope left. What it all amounts to is that we are the ones who steer our fate. Better yet, we're the factors needed to save our future. Well, if a man like me can help defend our future, then I won't think twice. I'll put up every ounce of my strength and all my life to see that done. Yeah, and then, poor isn't it? Yeah, we might not even be capable of imagining how long you must have been watching over this universe. But that was then and this is now. We'll build our future with our own lives. We won't meet its end here. Rather, we'll hold fast to our tomorrow and never let it go. That is our sincerest plea. And that falls on us to teach you what the true strength of mankind is like. Do you see now what we're hoping for? Do you see the form our lives make as they come together? That forms the lime barrel, the form that will create a shining future from our endless possibilities. You want Jack the Dinosaur in instead of it? See what we can do. It means I need someone at range 1 with hitting away, or to give them the go again to get them to fuck off. Well, I mean, hello. Judith. Here, I believe. The strength and the will to face any being, such as the devil who would beckon ruin. Devil, huh? It's not an inaccurate statement. But of course, they never cared to be any sort of champions of justice. You can say that again, the words just cause mean nothing to us. We fight because we want to, we crush because we want to. Then we are hell. Time for you to drop her into the afterlife, Mazen Kaiser. No, these boys do not understand just cause, they do understand just cause.
Inferno! Blaster!
どうしても命を投げ打つことができませんか。地獄も楽園も無に返す時が来たのです。その次全ての始まり。
And all the feathers for a big man who turns into a nodding bird and misses. Classic. Just the way it be sometimes, ain't it? Get out of the fucking way, Mr. Boys. I need more HP. No. Never. I just need less strong boys. My poor sons. The soul is meant to perish and be reincarnated. Such is the power that got grafted onto all life. Accept your fate for what it is. You'll all be born anew in time. Even if I did and were born in a later cycle, that person wouldn't be me. I'd much rather stay where I am, together with Sho. Reincarnations never play out the same way between people. Differences are as big as me Ferrario and an E Ferrario even. It's when they're a little fairy and a big fairy. The fate we struggle against is also the basis for our bonds. To wipe it all away is to wipe out those bonds as well. It's not by erasing everything that you bring about a world of peace and quiet for all souls as they're reborn. Rather, it's the light of our aura that will lead all life to a better future, and that life will slay even the end of the Yuga.
この世界もバイストウェルも俺が守ってみせる。ショー、2体同時攻撃で仕掛けるぞ。よし、ここで決めるぞ。我々のオーラ力 とくと味わってもらおう。しくじるなよ。心配無用だ。
Yeah, we've got Arnie, Alto, Fei-Yen, and ASAP. The emotions concealed within life turn to wings that rise beyond the confines of time and space. However, even those wings will quickly be consumed and face the eternal nothingness. Here's Amalgam. Hardly. The guidance of the wings has changed the very heart of our world. Not even the quintessential truth of the universe is immune to it. Lux. The wishes of the dead linger on within those left behind. If you turn that into nothingness, then we'll stand and fight for the life we now have. Sakamitsu. There's only one thing for us to see done. It's for that reason that my life did not end when it should have. ASAP, Lady Jacob was telling us to show her the shape of our lives. Kali Yuga, your powers might exist to help the universe, but we'll never accept your brand of help. Powers meant to be used to give birth to a future for those that are alive now. No, sometimes do shit for people who aren't born yet.
言われなくても俺と坂道そういうのならばそうなの。
27k. I was hoping that would give the Macross combo, but apparently not. Making her feel bad? No, we're just talking to her. The songs born of life resounded with all that exists in the universe, and that song shall also mean its end at the upcoming terminus of the cosmos. Is that a fact? Problem is, there's more than just one song in any show. The same goes for this world, as our worlds are bolstered by their songs that turn into a bullet, headed straight towards your nothingness. Remember what the NUNS Admiral once said, men? Whatever music flows at a major battle, that's the moment when defeat becomes impossible. Trust in our guts, choose our future, stay true to our will. That's what our mission is. Ranka, I'll keep your stage safe. So, let us hear the song of your life. A song that can quake even the underlying truth of the universe. I'll hold on to all that you feel. We'll make sure it travels across the whole Yuga and beyond. Yeah, miracles always occur wherever life exists. As long as life endures, it'll happen again. You better be watching this Kali Yuga. This is the dance of Alto Satomi's life. A dance bearing all of the universe's wishes. Give it a slow pop. Fei Yen's is just she says a bunch of Hatsune Miku lines. And she's like, you could never do it, you could never do it. She's like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And she's like, oh, alright. The Fafners are just like, oh yeah, you tried real hard to not die, huh? But then I guess you're gonna. And they're like, nah. The Double O crew are just like, no, we're just doing some shit. We stick to the good plan. We're gonna do it. Moving to rend the chains of fate. I think Arnie's got it in him. Arnie's got it in him. Arnie's definitely got it in him. So he's got 200 will, extra damage when his will's high, attacker, soul, and love good soul. Humans have progressively magnified the substance of life across the eons. However, it is impossible for that light to raise a new Yuga. In his novel, quite the opposite. The new Yuga has already begun. Of course, it's no surprise that you haven't noticed it yet. All this time, you've had your eyes fixated on the end and nowhere else. But now you'll finally see the true beginning of life. Go, you two. Show her how bright our lives shine. Let's go, Arnie. All their wishes are here with us. Behold, Kali Yuga. This is the undeniable mark of all life.
宇宙を支えるものは神じゃない。生きる者たちの意志なんだ。聞こえるぞ。みんなの声が。
私たちの全ての思いとともに。
So yeah, I can hear all their voices, our hearts now together. And there's Jin, now, fly. This light is the mark of all our lives. Why? What's wrong? Who sees a new beginning? Hey, Tarzan or Warrior worth 1,000. Nice. I cannot let myself be overwhelmed. If I'm undone, this universe will... Now, Arnie. I'm on it. My sister, make use of our lives. We'll join the light within us all. Existence and death, as these two opposing forces come together as one. Our overlapping wills are magnified into infinity. And now, life will rise above nothingness itself. Oh.
行こう、サヤ。こ この戦いの先に
命の始まりがある。
感じるぞ。みんなの祈り、みんなの思いを。
集え、始まりのもとに。
Get ourselves a new beginning. Everybody's screaming.
新たな命の物語が
今ここから始まる。
Let's tell a new story, a new beginning. How? How can anything overcome nothingness? That's not possible. Crumble blocked. It's over. It's over at last. This marks the beginning of a new world. A world where all possibilities have united. Just a shame we won't get to see that world. Still, I can live with that. Might have to spend eternity here, but at least we'll have each other around. Well, I suppose it won't be that bad then. You got it. If we're all together then. Ow? It's possible to return you to your original world. Come again? If I expend all of mine and Demon Bane's energies, what'll happen to you then? You must live on in the new world you earned for yourselves. What are you talking about? So she just went and dumped him on the boat and then flew away. Thank you for everything, Master, to this fool of a book. And farewell, my one and only love. Ow! Don't do this! Ow! Ow! There's nothing to worry about. We'll be the ones to bring you all back home. Ow! Our souls and our hearts, I'll bring them together and put them into song. So all the secret jokers are gonna go line up. I travelled the stars for a very long time. There was no one there with me, I didn't even know where I was. It was that girl's voice that showed me the way. Her voice, her song are now inside me, so I'm sure that I can show you the way too. I had a surprising amount of fun with this party at the end of the Samsara. Lost children. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I could spend this time with you. The cry of our souls shall beckon the heavens to guide you. Indeed, the voice of Poseidon will show you the way. And please, remember that we were here. Guys. I guess this is goodbye. I thought it'd happen eventually, but it feels so sudden. I'm sad, but I'm also happy. Happy for all the kindness you showed me, the strength you gave me. Most of all, for the songs we made. Faye! Goodbye, everyone. I'll never forget you, even if space and time keeps us apart. Thank you, and I hope we'll see each other again. Of course we will. After all, our songs will cross space and time to link us together. Right, we'll always be listening to each other. As far as we might be, our songs will find their way. And Holly? Hell yeah, your voices brought the world together. So that ain't nothing for them. Then, oh, the tears! They get the better of me! What an emotional rock this is! Professor, you're crying way too much, Robo. If you're gonna do that, then I wish you had installed some tear dispensers in me, Robo. Good luck out there, Arnie. I'll always remember you, Jin. Be happy, sire. Major! Don't cry, girl. Young can stop being just a man-made life. You're another human person now, so go and live as wonderfully as I know you can. Yes, father. Shall we see each other again, Kuro, everyone? Your voice. It was you, wasn't it? You were the one who saved me. So, this is a Super Wars K reference, where he hung out with the Gun Cross Sword, Nero. Thanks, Tenya. Hayase, Kato, Take care of Emmy in your future. But, Father, we promise we'll make the future you entrusted to us. And Emmy, stay safe. Professor Kazaki. Kazuki? Mom! Thank you. Your being brought so much joy to Fumihiko and I. But be well, my friends. Let's get going then. To that world of united possibilities. And so, time passed. So, look, dear viewers, that's the pride of the Earth Federation, the Celestial Being spaceship. In just a few hours, it'll begin its long voyage towards the ALS homeworld. The ship, named after the group who once fought against the entire world in a bid to eradicate all war. Let me turn it off. It's almost time. I'm certain they'll bring a shining future to the ALS as well. I believe it won't be long before mankind has sown the seeds of mutual understanding with all life in the universe. It's up to Setsu and his friends to make the first step towards that. I don't know. Are you sure you don't want to say goodbye to them? Yeah, it's fine. It might take a long time, but I'm sure they'll come back. And I know we'll understand one another. Because we were always after the same thing. Alright, man. You just go with it. Whatever. So, on the Celestial Being. Setsuna. You thinking about Princess Marina? No. About where we're headed. Outer space. Be a long voyage. Forget about whatever dangers are waiting for us. I'll be ready to keep you safe, Madam Brigadier General. Not Brigadier General. Lieutenant General. Another promotion? Outer space is wholly unknown territory to us. Perhaps you can list the LS's aid on that front. How so? You consider infusing with the things and becoming a sort of hybrid life form? If need be, certainly a possibility. Mr. Ed, whatever form you take, I love you just the same. And then Ian, what did you say? Oh, honey, I'm so relieved she picked a good man. Setsuna cannot contain his fucking chuckle, just... It's no laughing matter! Speaking of couples, how are things with Aluya and Soma? Still travelling? Last I heard, they were building an orphanage with Arnie and Saya. And so, if I remember right, Arnie was raised in one of them himself. Oh good, I'm glad Kira's fucking off to space. Get rid of him. I'm sure they'll make a wonderful future for themselves and those children. Yes, they will. And Kira, please be careful during your trip. I will. Thanks, Lacus. Please take care of the plants, Kigali, and the others for me. Comes back in. Yeah, he's gonna come out as a big ELS Kira man now. It's gonna be fucking awful. Let's get this show on the road then. Sea of Stars awaits. We set off as sailors towards a bright tomorrow. So now he gets to go off and become a little Gundam man. To pave the road to a future for all life. Marina, I'm sure we'll see each other again someday. And at that moment, she'll be like 100 years old and you'll be a weird little robot man, but it's fine. So at the concert hall, here's old Mew Mew. Thank you so much for coming in today, everyone. Now up next is our brand new single. It's called Someday, Life Together. Mew Mew! Ada! Holly! Really bringing down the house, huh? Well, of course, it's the miraculous New York soul singer Holly Jones. Plus Miyu Kujo, Japan's top idol, and world-class singer Ada Rosa. I had tickets for their tour sold out in seconds. Are you sure they're okay with donating all that money to charity? You're one to talk. You girls donate all the earnings you made in this world to help Arnie and the others build their orphanage? Well, we are headed back to the future soon. Consider that fair compensation for everything. The future, huh? I wonder what that world's like. That was great. And here, you three really lit a fire in the crowd. Howie, I didn't know you were here. How's model life treating you? I reckon things will be real busy after getting back in the biz. That's not all she's been up to. According to this article on Men's Hobbies Monthly, she's recently been doing some work as an essayist and has even taken up model building. The voice actress, her like real side job and hobby is doing Gunpla models. Here she is with her SRW. where she went, "Hey, I like the old Tyson. What if I made the Suzabi look like that, huh?" And he slammed that up on there. I can't put it up because it's got friggin' so huge. Exactly, just my one true love, exactly. Yes, well, let me save it because it's a bullshit bad website for fools. But anyway, it's good. And then the model is building models. FYI, I'm not doing it for the puns. I just figured, since we have all those possibilities in us, I'd go give some of them a whirl. Not to check whether or not you could, but just because you felt like it, huh? Right on. Something wrong with you? No. I was just wondering what would happen to me if you guys weren't here. If we weren't... I'm only here singing today because I met you guys in higher state. Because you guys gave me the courage to keep on living. Yeah, remember that? How she was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fucking die and jump off a cliff." Isn't that good enough then? Forget about what ifs. Hold your head up high and we'll make sure our song reaches even phases. Holly. Fei-Yen. I wonder what she's doing right now, I wonder. Led by song, her will fused with that of another girl's. We're not any close to figuring out who it was that reached out to her. I get the feeling that she's made it back to her own world and is singing to her heart's content. Tsunemaku. Besides, the future has now become one. Yeah, I'm sure she'll turn up again somewhere. Over in Arkham City. Here's Reika. Hardo Financial Group's hired you as their personal investigator. Quite the jump in your career, huh? You may now address me as Kuro Daijuji, Magic Detective. Magic Detective? That's super cool! Maybe I should become a detective. Then you better start practicing your disguises. How about you start by dressing up as a girl? What? Why would I have to do that? I think it could work. Put on some makeup and you look really cute, Joey. And in the original Hero Man, they had Joey and Saya to dress up as girls. Don't worry about it. Maybe, but I reckon you've got a long way to go before you can measure up to my flawless disguises. Flawless, he says. Good grief. Unless my memory fails me, the Hardo girl called you a good-for-nothing Holmes wannabe not too long ago. That's... Good as Super Robo's news? No. Other than it's good. Hang it in. It appears that despite everything, your skill as a detective hasn't shown much progress. And here I was thinking if I should look for my brother. Then he pretty much vanished the second we got back to this world. I wonder what he's up to. I'm sure Will's doing fine. He's your guardian hero after all, Lena. Right. Right on! Mr. Daijuji, I've been looking for you all over. Princess! Have you come to any conclusions on the bloody mystery I sent you before? Bloody mystery? Yes, it's... Whoa, what the... Make way! Doke, Robo! Out of the way, Robo! This cash will make for some fine funding for my research. Excuse you? I was robbing that bank before you even got there. That's my cash you're stealing. I say prison life shoots a buffoon like you far more than your silly research. Kisama! After him! Run down that ignoramus! We'll hunt him wherever he goes! Roger that, Dr. Minami. Veronica. Things have finally cooled down and they're up to no good again. Unfortunately for them, this city is home to the strongest heroes of all. Alright, Kuro, Al, let's get to work. Aye, aye. From the hate-scorched sky with righteous anger in our hearts, etc., etc. Thou art the innocent blade, Demon Bane! Hero Man, go! So, they're just back to doing their little shenanigans, and then Demon Bane goes, final shining trapezohedron, take that. So, here's a mysterious shadow Al. I suppose our intervention is not necessary anymore. And then Kuro. At that moment, the heart of that owl was filled with the wish to live on. But as it turns out, none of them needed God's help to begin with. Mayhaps you're correct. Let us return then. We may trust them with our child, I say. Look after him when he arrives, human Kuro Daijuji. That's spooky, isn't it? In an alleyway in New York. After them, don't let them get away! Oh, they don't give up, do they? They need to lose them, Sakuya. The people have to know their corruption. Ah, oh, damn it, gun them down. Do whatever it takes to catch them. Yes, sir. There's our chance, Isabel. We've got to get out of here. Who was that just now? You forget the world we live in? They're champions of justice, fighting crime in the shadows, you know? Champions of justice? He's Kurara. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Hey, don't complain. We were hired for this, remember? Damien, we need to take care of the other pursuers. Ninja. They've already been dealt with. Oh, that quick? Quick, precise, reliable. That's our motto, after all. Alright, well done, everyone. I see why the Federation government chose to enroll the Kato organization as a troop of secret agents. My men and I'll handle the rest of this, if you would. You know, Huey, you could always ditch the NIA and come work with me. Well, I still get all tingly remembering the passion with which you approached me during that reform of the Federation Army mess. Speaking of, you also asked me out for coffee, no? Mr. Hughes, did you... No, I was just doing my job. Acquiring intel. Oh, what a cruel, cruel man. He's toyed with my heart. You'll want to talk. No one is going to fall for your wailing. Besides, for throwing stones, back at the Akuro village, Damien... So be? They don't need to hear about this. Something happened at Akuro? Well... Oh, right. I was planning on taking you to some authentic Japanese hot springs. Really? Thanks so much, Damien. I'm so happy. That's enough nonsense. We're going to move on to our next mission. By the looks of things, we're being sent to capture the Lost Barrel. A signal was detected around Eastern Europe. Skull Force already been dispatched over there. We should meet with them ASAP. What the fuck? What, you in just some weird demon vein shit going on? Just weird demon vein shit going on, innit? Hey, Scarlet. Give it up, Sawatari. There's no way out for you today. You better take my Wingle Mark II seriously or in for a world of hurt. I can't go one day without you hounding my ass, can I? But whatever. I'll run off as far as the depths of hell if I gotta. The depths of hell. Shouldn't use that word around us. Kisama! Cargo bay open. Beginning descent. Good luck, emissaries of hell. Nah, we ain't no emissaries. We are hell. The President's office in Judah. Incoming message from Lieutenant Yuki. The Skull Force is engaging the Lost Barrel. Okie dokie. Have the Shangri-La set off to help them as soon as it's ready to go. And again, I doubt the duo of hell need help. Still, perfect opportunity to give Yamashita's new Hind tank a new run, right? You said it. I want to have some good news to pass on to Moritsugu once he's back from Nagasaki. You're very busy lately while we're working as CEO for both the new Judah Corp and Kiriyama Heavy Industries. I'm going to take up your old job again, Kiriyama? No. I'm more than satisfied being Rage's support. But why is Moritsugu working as Judah's prez when you're right here, Mr. Ishigami? As I said way back then, I quit. I want to lead the first unit again. And to be honest, I never liked the idea of holding a management post. It's weight off my back to put that stuff behind me. Back to your old habits, I see. Well, the UX might have been dismissed, but it's clear the world still needs champions of justice. Right, we'll have to keep up the good work as part of the Kato organization. Kato organization? What's up, Emi? It's not used to being part of them? That's not... Oh, right. I'm sorry, Kisaki. Why are you apologizing? Because you just had as many bombshells dropped on top of you, but I was always focused on myself. You never really sat down and talked of how you feel about Amagatsu, the Advances, or Kato. I mean, Kato's the only family you guys have left, and I... No, he's not. well, maybe his family, but that doesn't mean I don't have someone else who's been there for me. Someone I want to be here, there for, even. Kizaki. Oh yeah, I haven't really spoken to you at all at any point during this entire deal, but we're family, bro. Damn. Oh well, everyone's here. Moritsugu? Something the matter? No, don't mind them. You got there early, Reiji. Commander Kato isn't with you? You made a detour to visit the graveyard. Graveyard? Boss, are those bags you holding? And so it's a picture of him with just like, he's got 7 bags on each arm. Actually, he's got 8 bags on one arm. No, he's got even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're all doubled. They're all double layered bag. He's got like fucking 28 bags. But yeah, those bags you're holding. You notice them, huh? Yes. These are... Don't tell me. Nagasaki's own Castella cakes. Yes. I knew it! How does he manage to make souvenir shopping sound like such a big deal? Fucking guy. In the prefecture in the graveyard. My ancestors are buried here? Yeah, I looked up the origins of Sakamizu's family and it led me to this grave. I'm sure he'd be happy to be buried in a place as pretty as this. It really does look gorgeous, but beneath us is only... Might be a while before society really does come together. But we still need to face onwards and keep going. Correct. While the past may have left several negative legacies, we cannot face away from one another. Each and every one of us must ponder what we can do to build a bridge to the future. Bridge to the future, huh? I, for one, thinking of being a storyteller. And that's in Dunbine, she's the narrator. Storyteller? Right, I want the entire world to know about Byston Well and the battle Sho and our friends went through. And above all, I want to tell them all about the new tale of life. New tale of Dunbine? Then... But the overworlders aren't really familiar with the Ferrario. Don't you think they just freak out and run when you fly over to them, Jam? Excuse you, no one would ever run from a Ferrario as cute as me. Ferrario. And on this subject, did you guys know where Byrne went? From what I heard, he got on a ship and set off to sea. Said he was going to find his own path to follow. Sailing by himself? You don't think he's off crying somewhere in the middle of the ocean, right? Oh no, I doubt that. I'm sure he'll be doing just fine wherever he ends up. Think we'll see him again? Yeah, I get the feel we'll run into each other, yeah. Might be tomorrow, might be a future universe. Who knows? And so, Cham's saying she wants to do like a new tale of life, like the next Dunbine thing is new story of Orabella Dunbine, where him and Byrne are both reincarnated and shit. So big references. Will you be staying in the Overworld, Lord Sho, Lady Marvel? Yeah, it might have been a previous universe, but the Overworld's still our home. It'd be good to finally rest and enjoy a regular life up here. Especially with the love of my life. Sho. Lisa, what are you... Look! The cherry blossoms are dancing in the wind. Looks so pretty. If one should ask you concerning the heart of a true Japanese, point to the wild cherry blossom glowing in the sun. What's that from? During the war in the Pacific, the Japanese soldiers would liken themselves to the beautiful cherry blossoms. How they, like the petals, were fated to fall at the height of their bloom. Yet they'd all be reborn as the blooming blossoms in the trees the following spring. My father's smiling. Cherry blossoms. King Sakamizu? Looks and the others are gone. The Aura Road opened. We'll return to Byston Well. Asap's just like, well, guess my love interest's gone. See ya. I suppose we mankind still need to learn what is truly foolish, what is truly precious, and what it truly means to defend those you love. Then on the Frontier Fleet in the Griffith Park. Then we're going to use the accelerated particle engines to get back to our future world. Right, from what we found, it looks like we create a similar phenomenon to Yog-Sothoth's gate by pushing the Odysseus 2 lepton vectors into synchro overdrive. Hey, you should... boy. Oh, are you sure that's a good idea? We can go in just fine, but how will we make sure we're not getting warped over to a different future? I'd like to think Professor Rachel took that into account. He's kind. I doubt there's anything to worry about. Possibilities of all future universes have been unified after all. I suppose so. What's the Frontier Fleet going to do, though? Really just travel the galaxy again? No, as Kathy told us, it looks like the fleet will be looking to settle in the Vajra homeworld once we're back in our universe, and a new government has been put together. Vajra homeworld? Yep, the place will likely still be chock full of Vajra in our universe, but we should be capable of reaching an understanding with each other again. They've all decided to coexist with the Vajra, huh? I'm sure it can be done. Ranker and Cheryl will relay what we feel to them. Yeah, they will. Speaking of, I trust that choice is already 100% made, yeah? What? Cheryl and Ranker. What? Oh yeah, we couldn't hear you back there, so I'd very much like to hear your thoughts now. And, by the way, if you say something like, "They are both my wings, help me God, I will end you." Very good, actually. And then, "You're both my wings!" Huh? Bro, I know it's not an easy choice, but that's just me. Damn it, it's just, I can't choose one or the other. Then you really do love Princess Romina? I do. And do you love me? Yeah, do you love Rennie? I do. Then I'll come with you on that trip to Planet Ladorio. You sure? We're talking about going to a future universe, probably not coming back. That's fine, I go where you go. Unless you're saying I'd be getting in the way. Alright, we'll go together, Rennie. Right. And of course, I'm sticking with my bro all the way. The door opens. We're arriving at Tatsumiya soon, everyone. Joe, are you really accompanying us to the future world? Absolutely. That's the future we want for ourselves. Wherever it's like, I want to see it with my own eyes. And then, Princess Romina, our battle will begin properly once we arrive. Yes, it will. What are you two on about? Joe, once we've arrived at Planet Ladorio, what say you to one final duel? We'll decide once and for all which warrior is truly suited to guard Her Highness. Yeah, you got it. But this time we'll do it as comrades who fought for the same cause. Comrades, indeed. Fucking Ilvora. Fight me, fucker! And so here we are on Tatsumiya Island on a hilltop. The breeze is quite nice today, isn't it, Master? And soon it will be time to bid this island farewell. Master! I'm fine. Perhaps the thought of returning to our homeland at last has excited me a tad too much. Show you? Young Lord, what are your plans when we have returned to Jiangdong? I plan to establish a nation. Make a nation in Jiangdong? Aye, our father and brother paved our way into that land, and I mean to build a nation of kindness upon it, where all our families might live happily. Chuan, you become a fine man, young lord. Hearing you speak so brings much peace to my heart. I'm certain Lord Sun Jian and Sun Sei feel the same. Yeah, I'm sure they're happy too. And I swear to help you in every ounce of my ability, sire. I thank you, Shangshan, Lu Xun. They show you. Master! Rip show you, he fucking died. His work completed, he died. He didn't even get trolled to death by Zhuge Liang this time. So, you mean to stay in this era? And so here's Shumiyi. He's got a new hat on, he's a little evil bastard now. I've learned quite a lot during our stay in this world. If possible, I would like to compile the events that transpired and my knowledge in a text for the future generations. A text, is it? And I have a sinking feeling that that text is the one which, in the future Mirisha, shall be dubbed the G Records. What? As legend goes, the author of the G Records was named Shima. All things considered, I'm rather certain that would be you, Shimi. Wait a minute. If the legend describing the G Records refers to our battles, then... Yup, the three sovereigns legend were you, Sun Quan, and Cao Cao all along. We were... Come on, dude, keep up. Just as the power shown by Joe and his allies gave birth to the ninja legend in the future Earth of Planet Ladorio, so did your actions become the stuff of legend in your future. Then, the souls of the three sovereigns dwelled within the seal. Those are likely amalgamations of our own souls, accumulated over the myriad samsaras. Of course, speculation. Moreover, so long as we remain human, our possibilities will continue to diverge endlessly. As long as they remain human, it's fine, isn't it? Who can say what new tales will emerge from our unified future? And here's Shang Wei. Ah, I get it. Does that mean one of them possibilities is a world where Kong Ming likes going, Hawawa? And so this is a reference apparently to Koihime Muso, which is a porn game where Zhuge Liang's a little girl that goes Hawawa a lot. Quiet you, the idea that such a world exists is ludicrous. Oi, it's just a joke. What are you getting so bent out of shape for? However, if Liu Bei and the others are the three sovereigns of legend, what does that make Lu Bu? He also wielded holy armor as we did. Yeah, that's an enigma, that one. The G records tell of a legend of the goddess Nua, the one responsible for creating the world. I have a feeling she's representative of Kali Yuga, but there's no parts referred to Lu Bu even tangentially. Could be that it took him from this samsara to take a hold of his destiny, or perhaps he was purposely omitted from the story. Omitted? What for? Oh, none but the author could answer that question. Right, Shimii? Shimii, what you choose to reveal or conceal from the future world is your own decision. However, you would do well to harbour more than just foolish ambition. What do you mean? Kato once sought to take the reins of history via the advances, remaking the world to match his own ideals, whereas the human Machina sought to control the world itself, acting as gods of mankind. Should you allow your superlative ability to cloud your judgment so, Shimii? What would happen? Then the future Mirasha would be our battlefield, whereupon we would take up arms and crush your aspirations. I shall take those words to heart, my lord. Shimii fucking gets it. Shimii wins, remember? So, here we are in the Fafner Bureau. The Fafner Burg. Once the safety lock's released, the synchronization coefficient will have to be... Relax. Size off to do all the fine-tuning. Whew, I was hoping you'd say that. These lepton vectors get more complicated by the minute. Just goes to show how much of a genius Professor Novel was. I'd say she wasn't quite a genius in that sense of the word. How so? I can't say for sure how she managed to cross from one samsara to the next while retaining her memories, but if anything, we can be sure that through every cycle she added more and more to these accelerating particle engines. Simply put, these embodied work accrued throughout all the samsaras she repeated. To be faced with the failure millions of times over, but still carrying on fighting by yourself. It's the kind of persistence I could never measure up to. You retiring again, Grandma? Oh, yeah. The years have already caught up to me. You kids should take some time to rest. See you, Tomatsu. Isn't it about time you started working on the Go-Vine sequel? Then, Anko Tsubu, the author is... the pen name of Tamatsu Karate, yes. My dad is Go-Vine's author? He didn't mean to lie to you or anything of that sort. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that there isn't much entertainment to be found in an island isolated from the rest of the world. You always had a habit of reading manga as a kid, and you would cry so much you wanted new stories. So he practiced and practiced, made up a story of his own, Go-Vine. As for Anko Tsubu, he became the one and only native manga artist in Tatsumiya, an artist born just for the sake of bringing you joy. Dad? Sorry I never said anything. No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you I managed to grow stronger while I'm still here today. Mamoru, could you draw some new Go-Vine stories for me? Yeah, you got it. And if he's dead, they're just like, oh yeah, you should do it for the memory of your son. Speaking of anime guys, we're in the curry shop. In the, the voice actor for All Might in My Hero Academia, there was a video where he was talking to the voice actor of the main guy, and they were talking, and he was like, oh yeah, my little girl, my 4-year-old watches the show. Like, oh, have you told her that you do the voice? He's like, no, absolutely not. Like, to little kids at that age, it's just the character, it's not someone playing a part. That's just All Might, and he's real. He's like, oh, do you do the voice sometimes? He's like, oh yeah, all the time. The other day I did it, and he does the phrase, and then he's like, and you know what she said? What? He said, nah, not quite right. And they just crack up. It's like, fucking kid, destroyed him. But, welcome. Oh, Mr. Asuka? Ah, so this is the cafe you've been running, huh? Oh, they even got some Kazuki dishes by the looks of it. Kazuki. I guess I'll go with the Kazuki curry and some coffee. What are you all doing here? See enough folks returning to the future. Ah, yeah, that's tomorrow. I bet they're all happy. What about you, Sakura? Is your body doing better? Yeah, it is, thanks for asking. I'm good enough to take Kenji flying again. Oh, come on, they got the juniors here. They don't need to hear about that. From what I've heard, Hiroto and Seri are transferring over to a high school in Japan. Yes, sir, I'm going to become a science teacher. And I'm not stopping till I'm a top singer, just like Ada. Still haven't given up on that dream, huh? I don't see a problem there. Everyone's free to choose what dreams and possibilities to pursue. Right on. I don't know if I can make it or not, but I'm still going to give it my best shot. Jonathan Jovi. What about you and Soshi, Kazuki? Plan on staying here for good? Yeah, this is our home. But most of all, this is where everyone is. Kazuki. Get in there, Shoko. Come on! Nothing will ever change if you don't decide to make it so. Nothing will change. Kazuki, I know this is your day off, but would you mind teaching me how to cook? You want me to teach you? Well, I'm not the greatest cook around, so I figured I could go for some cooking lessons too. You too, Tommy? I'm not that great a cook either. I'm terrible. That's not what you should brag about. Yeah, alright, we can do this. Really? You want to come with Soshi? Huh? Yeah, and he's like, you never learned to cook, so I might as well take the chance to show you. Thanks, but that's not necessary. I saw much while my mind was crossed with yours, and I'm pretty sure I could even put some Kazuki curry together. Wow, that's convenient. Still, I'm always interested in social interaction. While I don't need to be taught, yes, I'd very much like to take part in this event. Oh, good grief, time hasn't made him any less tense. I'm a bit relieved to see that, though. So, we've got Shoko and Tomi fighting over Kazuki. One of them literally died, became an aura battler in the afterlife, came back, and Kazuki, of course, he just wants to kiss Soshi all the time. It's too late, ladies. It's over. Ah, look, the sky's so pretty. Yeah, it is. That's the blue sky Daddy and his friends protected. Papa. Ah, he's smiling. He? His brother. Son. Yeah, he says he's happy he was born. He's really happy to see a sky as blue as this. Here you are. Kurusu, wherever you are, you're still watching over the sky, aren't you? Come back and visit us sometime, mister.
世界に満ちる果てしない痛み、そのすべてに帰る場所があるのだろうか。
Here he is in a fucking void. The boundless pain that fills our world. Does all of it have a place to come home to?
今は信じたい。帰り着く場所にある最善の安らぎを。
For now, I choose to believe that supreme tranquility awaits us where we'll return.
そのために僕らはここにいるのだと。
And that's why we are here. And then we get the credits, and there's another scene after the credits. So this is all the voice actor credits first. Just the audio footage? No, that's after the credits. And yeah, Bruno says special props to Miyuki Kishimoto, chief scenario writer and the one in charge for everything plot related. I think UX was good. Like, had some rough edges, but that makes sense, right? Where the handheld team, like W, amazing, K not great, L really good, and then the UX first thing on the 3DS got some bugs, got some teething problems, but it's fine. And then BX is like all polish, but also it's got a unicorn in it. So good series list, other than all the guys that I just don't give a shit about at all. Such as these guys and the guys before them in the thing, the Fafnir and the Seed Destiny, but I know they're popular. I like Demon Bane coming in and hanging out. The Mezekaiser Skull Boys were good. Like, they were extremely like units only. Like, they had their like 10 minutes of plot, which is pretty much all there is in the show anyway. But it was good. They brought a good dynamic to it with like, especially the final boss fight. They're like, listen, shut up. You want to kill us? We don't want to die, so we're gonna kill you. Everybody agree? Yes. Let's go. Like, they had a good interaction as being the wild boys that weren't really here for any of the fields, but they're good boys anyway. Yeah, you need at least one group of rowdy punch boys. I like the Dumbines, like both sets. Like the Macross Frontier, I could do with them less. But to be honest, the Bearer's line at the end there pretty much redeems all of it. Hero Man, I'm also like not that fussed about. The little Gundam boys, love the little Gundam boys. Absolutely love the little Gundam boys, and the ones in BX are even rowdier. I miss biology. Yeah, I liked the OGs. It was wild. It was definitely a thing. Lots of like Kalpa and Samsara thing. The newer Dumbine is the Wings of Reen. Like they, yeah, like I liked all the OGs. Lots of repeating cycles of the universe again. That was obviously a big kick at Super Wars headquarters at the time. The Double O boys. It was nice having the Quanta for like the entire game, right? Because I think in Z3 he's in the Double O for a long time over the Quanta. So having the Quanta for basically the entire game was rad. But also he's still movie Double O. Let's see who else. Yeah, like Manga Light Barrels, they were fine. Wish they didn't all have it wasn't the Seed Face hell. Tobakage, great, way love Tobakage. Dankuganova. It was a really long time before they got their shit back together, right? Like, considering we were post-series, they didn't get their combining on for a very long time. And Feiyen was good. It's always nice to have a weird bard character who does buffs. She's not like as committed to it as Basara, because she's got a bunch of attacks and she's only got one move that gives everybody a boost to their stats rather than a bunch of different things available to her, but it was fine. So yeah, so the debuts for this were Demon Bane, Fafnir Heaven and Earth, Wings, Feiyen HD, Hatsune Miku. This was Trailblazer's debut, actually, apparently. It was the Three Kingdoms guys, Mazakai's Skulls, and Hero Man, so it was all their debuts. And I think they did alright. Like, Hero Man, I just don't think is very good. Like, the core material. And, like, I feel mostly the same about Fafnir. I think Fafnir's fucking bad trash, but a lot of people do like it, and at least it's up its own butt. Like the robots, I will find just boring. The enemies tedious. All of the people, all of the characters, just like hideous to me. But you know, that's just me. I know there are a lot of people that like it. Like, they even take, Sign, right? Has, like, weird crystal powers and can make bullshit form out of crystals. and then it just goes, well, I got the sword, and I stab you and open the sword and shoot you with it, and it's just like, it's kind of like the Quanta. It's the thing I have with the Quanta, where like its biggest move is like its most boring move. Right, the Quanta's big Trans Am Riser sword, right, is this guy who's really fast and has got funnels and can fucking teleport. His big move is to make a big sword and then slowly swing it at a guy. And it's like, it's not great choreography, is it? Like, compare that to like the new Gundam's finisher in Super Robo's. Obviously, the new Gundam is someone at Super Robo headquarters faves, but Funnel's doing shit and going around doing things. Like the Quanta's got good animations for all its attacks in G-Gen, other than just the big sword again, but like, you know. Yeah, they got the basic idea of making a big sword. Yeah, if you make a big sword, you have to at least do a chest. Like, that's the thing, right? Compare Daizengar, which just goes, I got big sword, and does his big fucking bonk. It's just cooler than... And it's like, basically the same attack. One of them's cool, and one of them is me. Special thanks to me. What's the next series, man? Don't know. There's two choices. Like, it might be A portable, with the plan of doing the first few stages to show like the deal. Now you're supposed to do what it wants you to do, and like the very careful, slow, methodical death wobble it wants you to do, and then cheat the butt off of it to have some wild times. Or if I can find the PS4, get that out and do T again, and then do the DLC. Oh, here we go. So, they're all gone. Back to the distant future world. They all heard that voice and gathered in the world of the past. But this is fine. It'll be your voice guiding them, I'm sure of it. Mine? Yes, Soma. You're the one who understood the beginning of life. Your voice will act as a beacon for them as they set off towards the future. My voice? Like your name says, sire, you've become the life of all our friends. Thanks, Arnie. Well, we should be heading back as well. Next month we'll be here in a heartbeat, and so will the unveiling of our orphanage. Got a lot to do to get it all ready. And, as we've been told, Princess Mariner's offered to play the organ at the opening ceremony. Princess? That'd be wonderful! Speaking of, sir, you've been practicing your acting for a while now, haven't you? Well, of course, orphanages need teachers, and what better way to make the classics interesting than with some real acting? I can show you how far my practice has brought me, if you like. Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to it. Alright then, how about a scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream? Shilama, Midsummer Night's Dream. Is there a problem? No, it's weird. I swear I heard that name somewhere before. Where was it? Okay, maybe some other time. Huh? Why? Because the last thing I want is for this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream.
集え始まりのもとに
Gather at the beginning. The second OG studios. No, I did Dark Prison. There's nothing else. And the next place there's Arnie, young aim there, and Saya hanging out. So let's have a. So let's get some audio in the background for reading this extra little note. So Brunom's take on the finale. So yeah, Kali Yuga was a system. So as you said, the world is only correct when it's aligned with fate and follows the Mahayuga. Nice and easy. Yeah, so I've heard UX's dealings compared to Super Meat Boy. You start, get a little far, you die, start over, get further, die again. And that applies to all the UX folks. That whenever they get farther, they're moving away from what fate had in store. Every new possibility was a bit pushed against fate. And not all that significant individually. But add them together and you got a problem. And because we were fucking with the universal cycle, things started to get out of whack. So as the game takes place, we bent fate over on these, so we're outright keeping the universal cycle from working as intended. And so a metaphor used in the Japanese of a computer that's got so much stuff running in the background, the divergent possibilities, that it can't do anything. Leave that alone, it's only a matter of time before it breaks down. That's where Kali Yuga comes in to format everything and start it fresh. And obviously, none of our guys wanted that, and neither did any of the lingering souls of the past cycles, which were pushing us towards the grand finale. And so we defeated the Mahayuga cycle, and we're like, yes, now we are the new pillar of the universe. And so, yeah, the past futures like Mirashell, Adorio, and the Frontier world now are actual parallel universes, because everything's been united now. And then, yeah, so the only thing he was familiar with was Odyssey, I believe we had Soul and Deep Man's Broken. Almost didn't do it because Frontier and Trailblazer annoyed him. It's like, yeah, I loved it a lot. Yeah, Frontier didn't work for Trailblazer did. Stellar background, Celestial, yep. Yeah, less than amazing graphics due to their inexperience with the 3DS engine. Don't bring it down as much face everything else it does well. Yeah, I agree. And so Bruno's final little note is big thanks to everybody who helped. And he's not saying that he'll never do another LP again, but he's not doing a thing where he's gonna risk abandoning one. And he can't say that he will do another one in the future because he just doesn't have the time. It turns out these things take a long fucking time to do. Special parts. Did it just take us to the intro? Yeah, it just takes us